Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This is Martha with Bird and Barn Designs, and I just wanted to pop on here quick and show you some goodies I received in the mail from Crafted by Christy. She is on YouTube, and I will link her channel in the description box. And she just does the most gorgeous dyed papers and all kinds of vintage goodies. And I have ordered from her for a while, and as I was opening up this latest one, it occurred to me I'd never done a shout out for her. So I need to do that. So here we are. So welcome in. I received this yesterday, and so you don't need to see all the paperwork. I'll throw that over here. But she had these gorgeous avocado dyed packs, and I love to dye paper, but I have absolutely no success with avocado dye. And she just does beautiful, beautiful dyeing. And even though I like to do some of it, I still order from her because she does such a wonderful job. So look at these beautiful avocado papers. Oh my gosh. Look at the little bubbly colors in there, the variegated colors. Look at this one. So beautiful. I just love them. You get, I think, 8 to 10 papers in a pack. This one looks like it might have more. She's got all different packs. She does sales every Friday on her channel. So you're going to want to hop over there and subscribe and hit the notifications, because, ooh, look at this one. Look at the dots. I love it. So beautiful. That color is just yummy, isn't it? Oh my goodness. So yes, you want to hop over and subscribe and hit the notifications so you can be notified when she pops on. So I got 2 of those in this particular order, 2 of the avocado dyed. But I wanted to show you some of the things I have gotten in the past from her. And I haven't used any of it yet. I'm hoarding it. And I know I shouldn't. I need to create. So that is my goal. I am going to get out my hoard stash and start creating. But I don't know how you all are, but when I get something pretty that I just love, I have to admire it a while and just love on it for a little bit before I tear into it. So these are her faux vintage tapes, and these were the avocado dyed, and she sells those in this cute little pocket. So that's the avocado dye. I got 2 of those at that point, and then 1 of the vintagey one. I just think they're beautiful. And she uses this wonderful ledger paper. And then she had these beautiful envelopes that she dyed and printed on. And I think these would make beautiful little happy mails. Look at how pretty. Look at the texture, looking like the layers and the texture and the vintage image. Beautiful, beautiful dye. But wouldn't they be pretty as a pocket in a page? Fold over your page, or as a happy mail. Or you could even do page topper with them. Put a little vintage lace on there. Look at these gorgeous designs. I just fell in love with these. There's some with some ledgers. Just gorgeous. Love, love, love those. So besides being talented in all sorts of areas, she is just the sweetest lady. Just a doll. And she does beautiful tutorial videos on her channel. I've learned so much by watching her. Let's see, these were like a train image on music paper that she printed on. Vintage music paper. Look at that coloring on there. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous train station. I just love the images on book page and music page and ledger page. Look at that one. Isn't that just dreamy and romantic? I just love it. So you get all kinds of a variety. She often has unique things. She had some glass slides the other day that were absolutely beautiful, like negatives, like you would have with a photo, but they were on glass. And those I was swooning over. So that's that batch. And then she often dyes lace. She'll put them on these cute little spools or on a clothespin peg, a dowel peg, and wrap some vintage dyed lace on there. And oh, let's see, I got 2 on that one. So then she also does curated packs of different papers. And boy, I do have a stack of them here. I need to get busy and create. I just like to look at it for a while. I think this is a little piece of rag paper in here. Yes, it is. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, so pretty. So all the book pages. I've got some parchment. Look at this one. Ooh, that's gorgeous. See why I want to hoard them now? Because they're so beautiful. This is some tracing paper. Some computer paper. Look at this beautiful one from 1890. Wow, Christy, that is gorgeous. That would have been hard to part with. That is beautiful. Printed number up there for the pages. I love that. And then a beautiful ledger page. So just so many goodies to play with. I love the pretty digitals, but one day I vowed to make a vintage journal with nothing but vintage papers, no digitals, all just vintage things like this. And then she does hibiscus dyed ones. And this, I believe, was the hibiscus dyed variety pack. And this is beautiful. I'm kind of ashamed of myself for hiding these in the cabinet for months because I should have been playing with them. They're so pretty. Look at how beautiful. Wow. She does the best hibiscus and avocado and another parchment tracing. Look at that beautiful blue. Another beautiful page. Gorgeous computer paper. And look at that pretty tint on that ledger paper. That is beautiful. And then, gotta keep all my packs together here. Then she does these beautiful folders. Look at how pretty that is. That was the hibiscus. So I got a couple of those. I like to make folios out of these. Do them that way and maybe fold them up or put some large envelopes on either end and fold them in and make some pretty folios with the flippy flappy layers. So that's beautiful. Then she did some legal size folders, which are really fun to make the folios out of. Look at that. Love that splattering on there. So pretty. Just love it. And then here's an avocado dyed variety pack. And she mixes it up every week on her sales. You'll find something different. It's never ever the same old, same old. You've got all kinds of surprises when you get on her channel. Some Rolodex cards. I am looking for a vintage Rolodex. I want to do the embellished Rolodex cards and just fill up a whole Rolodex. A little ledger. Look at this. How beautiful, the marbling in that. That is just luscious. I love it. Ooh, look at this one. So pretty. Get some of the blues in with the pinks. That is so, so pretty. Look at how gorgeous. Love the pastels, and then the beautiful ledger page. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we've got, now I don't know if this was hibiscus or if it was something else, because it's a little more vibrant. She does a lot of eco dyeing and natural dyes, a lot of the natural dyes, so she gets different results. But you can kind of tell. Let's pull out one of these. See the difference? So you get all kinds of beautiful colors, but look at the darkening around the edges of that. And they're nice weight papers. Just absolutely stunning. Christy, if you're watching, I am going to have a ball creating with these. Along with the vintage journal, I want to make a denim inspired journal, and I thought the hibiscus would look really pretty with the denim. I'm so shabby chic all the time. I really want to try some new things this year and branch out. I've done a little rust dyeing and gotten some grungy results, which were kind of fun and a huge departure from me. And speaking of rust dyeing, Christy does an amazing job at that as well. So this, I believe, is another, I'm not sure if this is avocado or not, because it's a little bit more vibrant again. I guess when I get them, I should write down what they are, so when I talk about her beautiful papers, I'm educated about what they actually are. The avocado I can usually tell, but this one might be something different. I'm not sure, but I love that. Look at how it gets darker on the sides. It's just beautiful. Look at this grungy bottom. I love it. Those are going to be beautiful. So, so pretty. So there's that pack, and then we've got some more dyed folders, and look at this. This is to die for. This is one of the ones with the prongs in it, and what a beautiful, do I want to call it a folio? I don't know if I want to call it a folio, but wouldn't this be pretty to use the dyed papers and vintage ephemera, vintage book page, and have a flip up kind of a situation rather than a side to side? I think that would be gorgeous. You could do a waterfall in there, do some vintage lace on some of the pages. I love that. That is so, so pretty. That's going to be a fun project. Yes, and fill them with things like that. Wouldn't that be pretty? These gorgeous variety packs I love. don't know why I keep putting that to the left and then I move it to the right. So here's some beautiful pages and ledger pages. I think this was all ledger page. That gorgeous writing in there. So pretty. Just stunning. So let's pull this one back. Look if you do. These sort of pages in there. Look at how stunning that would look. Oh goodness, I can't wait to play with that one. That might have to be my first project with all these goodies. And then this one spoke to my fashion-loving heart. Wait till you see these. Oh my goodness. I was swooning when she showed these. And I was lucky enough to get in on them. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Beautiful colorways over here, the gorgeous gowns, the sketches on the beautiful ledger. Oh my gosh, it's just so, so pretty. Look at that. One is more stunning than the next. Look at the gentlemen's coats, how handsome they are. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait to play. So there's that one. Beautiful. These colors are so, so yummy, aren't they? That one, the jewelry. And this one, this shoe is just perfection. Look at those gorgeous colors and the drape of the fabric in there. Oh gosh. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then here's one of her eco dyed packs. Boy, I'm sorry, Christy. I should have done this a long, long time ago. Look at all these papers I've been hoarding. So look at these. These are truly eco-dyed. And there again, I'm going to the left. I should be going to the right. And look at these beautiful pages. Oh, that color is wonderful. The grains, the veins in the leaves are so prominent on both sides. Wow. Beautiful ledger. Would this not make the most lovely fall journal? So pretty. And I have to say, I'm going to be weird here and smell them, but they don't have an odor. So oftentimes, especially with the eco dye, you can get some kind of an odor, but these are just wonderful. They're not grainy and gritty. Look at that ledger. Look at this. Oh my goodness. She is just masterful at this. I cannot talk her up enough. And then these were some little Christmas labels that I got. I won't open all those up. And then a little Christmas print on a ledger. And then we have the red. And we'll open these. She does pretty label fabric prints too, where she stitches on them and then you can tear them on the fabric in strips. But look at the shimmer on this. I don't know what she used on here, but I hope you can see that shimmer. That is just beautiful. Trying to peek and make sure my camera's still running without getting my head in there. Look at how pretty. And there again, I'm not sure what this one was, what sort of dye she used, but the colors are beautiful. Here's another shimmery one. Look at that. Subtle shimmer on there. Oh my goodness, look at this one. Wow, I sure hope that's picking it up because this is outstanding. It really is. Look at that one. That one. I love how the two sides are different. That is beautiful. So, so pretty. Here is another hibiscus dyed pack. So we've seen those. I won't open that up again. And then this one had a little bit different paper, so we'll look at this one. And then she and her friend Joanne, they do Florentine paper every now and again too. So if you hit the notification, you'll be notified of those sales too. The most beautiful Florentine papers. So look at the little dots on the index card. That's so pretty. And book page. And look at the difference. Isn't it interesting how different pages, different papers, I should say, make different colors? Look, right there, there's 4 different colors right in that little batch. I just love that. This has got kind of a purpley tint to it almost. How gorgeous is that? Just stunning. We've got some ledger page pieces. Oh, Railroad Company. These are Boston Railroad Company. How pretty. Does it say a year? Can't see a year. Just beautiful. 1912. And then look at this one. That would make a beautiful page. And then we've got, this looks similar to the one that was on the folder, the stamp that was on the folder stencil. Gorgeous. And then a folio of a couple music pages, I guess. So Crafted by Christy is the name of the shop. Again, I will put her information in the description box. Please go follow her, subscribe to her channel, hit the notifications, and hop on her sales and watch her tutorials. You'll be so happy you did. And Christy, thank you for making the world just a little bit more beautiful with both your sweet, sweet personality and your beautifully dyed papers and your curated laces and all of the beautiful things that you provide. You are such a dear, and I just adore you. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you again in my next video. Have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.